But can they hear me? Okay. And I need to mute the stream because I just heard myself asking if people can hear me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to NASA Bunker 33. Terrible show for you guys tonight. We're going to torture everyone with Nathan Thompson.
Yeah.
I'm really not looking forward to this. And as you can see on the screen, we have a lot of videos.
I was busy this week.
Yeah. I added 2 videos thinking, okay, well, we can get through these 2 and maybe like 4 or 5 more. And then I looked and the list was so long.
Well, first
It was terrible.
First off, we do need to play these 2 videos before we even start the stream. Just this one because
yeah, these are must-see videos.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, the management highly recommends facepalm protection. Thank you.
Okay, that's that one. And
yes.
Everybody, you have been warned.
Yeah, you have been warned.
Get your facepalm protection ready.
Oh, crap.
Do you have a brain? Do you want to grow 5 inches taller?
Yes.
Do you want to be ripped without ever setting foot in a gym?
Yes. Will it make my dick bigger?
Maybe.
Okay.
Are you willing to write me a check made out to cash?
Yes. God, yes.
Then you need to try Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy. Not affiliated with Team Skeptic's Drawing Academy. In fact, we've never even heard of Team Skeptic. At Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy, you'll learn exciting and useful skills, like reciting the alphabet backwards.
Z, Y, W, triangle, mailman, A.
Or reciting pi to the 250,000th digit.
Pi is exactly 3.751926181012 triangle 5216. Thank you, Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy.
God, the green screen.
And even how to bounce a ball on a hammer. That smile cracks me up every time.
Yeah, every time. Oh.
Just check out these totally real testimonies from actual students that are not at all paid actors.
I tried Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy. It was good. Thank you, Nathan Thompson's. 6 months ago, I was a loser who worked at one of those factories that made the little metal ball that goes inside of spray paint cans. But now, I'm homeless, live under a bridge, and I'm broke because I gave all my money to a con man. But on the bright side, I lost 20 pounds due to malnourishment, and I can bounce a ball on a hammer 4
Not
times.
did it as at some other class.
Thank you, Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy. Thanks to Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy, I now know the true shape of our world, and I no longer fear the effects of gravity. Thank you, Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy.
And Nathan Thompson's Brain Training isn't only for men. We also have female clients.
Thanks to Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy, I now know to run after school buses and yell that the earth isn't spinning below our feet. Excuse me, did you know this?
Warning. Use of Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy may cause malnutrition, homelessness, paranoia, joblessness, shriveled genitals, liver spots, enlarged nipples, hysterical pregnancy, attendance at Flat Earth International Conferences, friendship with JM Truth, and will age your body by 60 years, not for use by humans or animals. Nathan Thompson's Brain Training Academy. Call now.
Body of a. And
So, when Punchy and I were making that commercial, if you're not a Simpsons fan, then you missed. There are like 5 or 6s in that, and of course, when he starts to recite pi, he starts out 3.75, which is what JM thought pi was. But the really, really painful thing was getting images of Nathan Thompson without a shirt. Punchy and I sat there on his Facebook account downloading naked Nathan Thompson pictures one night, and it traumatized me.
Yeah. That does look like it was traumatizing.
It was really bad. But yes, all of those pictures of Nathan came from his Facebook, where he was touting his brain training.
Yeah, I remember that. Because I did a deep dive on him. Well, yeah, deep dive on his Facebook one day. I'm like, like 90% of Nathan Thompson's Facebook is halfway naked pictures of himself, and I'm like, God, you can't be any more narcissistic.
Yeah. And one of the funny things was he actually had like a before and after comparison.
Yeah.
And it literally like one he was flexing and the other he wasn't. It was in the exact same spot, and there was like a cup sitting on the counter and everything.
Yeah.
Like literally all he did was flex and take a picture, and then not flex and take another, and call it before and after.
So, what was that other video I was gonna show? This one. This is one that Arduin put together himself. So, yeah, it's a good.
Arduin, you were amazing for making this. Thank you.
What's that?
Arduin, you are amazing for making this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, real quick. I got a flyer for you.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
The Wendy's.
Sir, like I said, this is a Wendy's.
Hey guys, check this out real quick. Space is fake. You're not on a spinning ball.
Sir?
They're gonna teach you live on a spinning ball.
Sir?
That doesn't make it true.
Sir, I gotta ask you to leave.
Let me give you a flyer real quick.
Sir, do you want a Baconator or not?
Are married, sir? I hate.
Okay, so now we can get to the introductions.
All right. Well,
introduce the subject
you guys
matter.
can introduce yourselves.
Well, everybody should know me. I'm for no reason. Hi.
And y'all should know me. I'm the best producer on YouTube. Christopher, and apparently my current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Yay!
So we have a few people in chat, and before the show, we were trying to find someone to join the stream. If anyone in chat would like to join the stream, you can message myself or Chrismer, and we'll send you the link to join.
Yeah.
Because we could totally use a fourth in here tonight to deal with Nathan Thompson.
Okay, we're going to be laughing at Nathan Thompson, so hopefully that turns into a video.
Yeah, we're just laughing at Nathan Thompson.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look at how many videos we actually have. So,
actually, I need to delete the Arduin video since we just watched that. Let's see if I can find that. There we go. Okay. We have two less.
Yeah.
So, now that we're here, I want to go ahead and
Spin that wheel.
there we go.
Come on, Tom Nathanson.
Oh, Nathan's Facebook group for Orbit.
Hey, it's another video that I'm in.
This one? No, that's not it. That's Nathan. Okay.
This is the MC Tune one, right?
Artist Flat Out Facebook, on the globe is no more. That's one, yeah. Or it could be, where is the...
Yeah.
Oh, no, this one right here. Nathan Thompson Echo Chamber Group. Oh, well, you just missed that.
You were for a second. Yeah, it's the MC Tune.
Notes from Facebook. There we go. That's the one. Good morning, and I gotta...
Here, back with another video.
There we go.
Now, before I continue, I just want to say apologies if you can hear a lot of noise in the background. My fish tank rack over here, I've got 8 fish tanks over here. They're on their morning schedule, so they're cycling water out and fresh water back in. There's no way to turn it off without things getting fucked up. But this was too important to leave it any longer. I am about to go back out. I just had to take Mrs. Demon to the store. And now she's just told me we got the wrong thing. So I got to go back again. But I just wanted to share this with you while she's getting ready. So this morning, I woke up. Look at that. Nathan Thompson. They deleted the official Flat Earth group. Now, first of all,
Awesome.
I just want to point out, I thought it was a Flat Earth and Globe discussion group. Thank you for admitting that it is indeed just a Flat Earth group. So the massive echo chamber has been deleted from the interwebs forever and ever. Let's talk about that in just a second. So I decided to have a look at the original Facebook post where he mentioned that his beloved group had been taken down. Now, I gotta admit, right, my first thought was I actually felt kind of sorry for him because it's a big group. It's been going for a while. It's a huge part of his life. And so, you know, I do get that's gotta actually be quite upsetting for somebody. So what I decided to do was have a look at the comment section, and it was exactly as I thought. A lot of people saying, let's have a look here. I'm just bringing it up. The more they delete the truth, the more they feel they are on their, spelled wrong, last leg. Ah, yes. Let's see.
Wrong, of course.
Somebody says that he's completely heartbroken. After 5 years, you can't just make a new one. All the memories, all the posts and info.
All the dumb shit.
Assholes. Sorry to hear, Nathan. Who's to say if a new one is made up, they won't take that down too? Good chance of that happening.
I think they did, actually.
Basically, people just saying, you know, if they fuck with your content, you must be doing something right. No, you must be doing something wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm very vocal about online censorship. I've got a big problem with online censorship. There's one person whose name, apparently, if I say live on the air, who was a CIA operative, if I say their name live on the air, I'll get nuked. So, yeah, that's a thing. And, yeah, so I don't like censorship. I'm a free speech advocate. I believe that if you're going to get your feelings hurt by what somebody says on the internet, you shouldn't be on the internet.
Yeah.
I never get my feelings hurt by what anybody says on the internet. I just have a laugh at those people.
Nathan,
so if anybody wants to leave a comment saying, well, your feelings aren't getting hurt.
Yeah, Nathan always getting his feelings hurt.
It's like, it's the easiest thing to do now, too. Just, I mean, I wish I had, well, I'm hearing an echo.
Your echo's really bad again.
Yeah, that's
You need to work out this mute thing.
yeah. There. Okay. Yeah, what's that again? Yeah, I wish I had that video clip right now of FTFE utterly controlling Nathan the entire quote unquote
Oh,
debate
that
he was
was
in.
so hilarious.
That was just because I believe it
Of
was
course,
Nathan. I believe it was Nathan.
Nathan
and,
was so triggered, but he wouldn't actually leave the
yeah,
debate.
yeah,
He would just turn off his camera and mute his mic. So he was still there, and then as soon as FDFE stopped showing the memes, he would
yeah,
pop back up.
yeah. It was him and G-Man versus Team Skeptic and FTFE. I remember FTFE before the debate saying, "I'm not there to debate him. I'm there to meme the fuck out of him."
Yeah.
And he did.
Because Nathan is so easy to trigger. Just look at the Irish Demon stream when he had Reckless Ben on.
Yeah.
And Nathan came on, and he showed how bipolar he is, because he would say, like, I had a great time with you guys, and then literally say, I'm gonna have my lawyer contact you because you're making fun of me. And then he'd be like, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hate you guys so much.
I knew it was a trick all along. I knew you were pranking me. No, it was totally for real. I mean, it was totally for real. They're definitely flat earthers. They're definitely Harvard graduates. Nah, they pranked me. I know they pranked me. It's like, God damn, dude,
I mean,
pick a side.
Just any normal person would have been like, yeah, it was hilarious. You guys got me. That's awesome.
You said it right there. Normal.
Yeah. And one thing Nathan Thompson is not is normal.
Yeah, he's the opposite of normal.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
All right, I'll get back to the video. There we go.
Then why do you make these videos? Again, I don't make these videos because my feelings get hurt. I tend to avoid things that upset me. I had a pretty rough life, guys, so I avoid things that I don't enjoy because life's too short. So here's the deal.
Good way to live.
With things like this group, there's a few reasons why they get taken down. Now, I recently watched a short documentary from a Facebook whistleblower, a guy who used to work as what's known as a content moderator. Basically, a bunch of millennials who get to choose what people see on the internet. And that's no disrespect to millennials, but it's just how it is. Now, there's a thing that they do where if a bunch of people are flagged as being hateful or sharing hateful content, racist content, trans or homophobic content, xenophobic content, etc., etc. So if a bunch of them are flagged and they all also happen to be in the same group, automatically that group gets flagged. Now, the second layer to that is if the group itself gets flagged a lot. So there's probably a lot of things in that group that gets flagged. So one thing I noticed was a thing that myself and Nathan actually agreed on for once was the massive amounts of child pornography on Twitter and Facebook, something that I actively fight against. Now, we agree on that. I hate pedophiles just as much as Nathan Thompson does, and I appreciate that we both agree on that thing. But then he said, I won't get into the details, but he made an anti-Semitic comment about it. I don't report things on Facebook, really. There's just no point. It gets slammed anyway, and it gets picked up by the algorithm for the most part. So here's the thing. Maybe your Facebook group wasn't taken down because it's some big conspiracy and they're trying to hide truth. Because if that was the case, they would have done it years ago. I'm in a number of groups that's got the word flat earth on it. They don't take those down. It's because your group is full of very hateful people who make very hateful comments, who are anti-Semitic, racist, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, science-phobic,
I'm gonna
soap-phobic, Daniel Pratt, I'm looking at you, and the list goes on. And the problem is, with online forums like that, they perpetuate this kind of hateful content. And that's just an unfortunate reality. it pushes this rhetoric and this hateful rhetoric. You would think that in the days of modern technology, the amazing technology that we have, I have more technology on my desk right here than the entire space program had in the 70s. So it just goes to show. But with all of that technology and availability of information, these people are still stupid enough to believe that the Earth is flat. That's one thing. If you want to believe the Earth is flat, at a fundamental level, I don't really care. I just think you're a moron. However, when you start spreading anti-Semitic comments, racism, like this guy calling me a pedophile last week just because I hurt his feelings, then it becomes an issue. So if you've got a group of 100 and I run the largest flat earth and globe discussion group, it's a peer review group, that's fine. But when you create an echo chamber and you fill it with hateful people, then you're going to get flagged and your shit's going to get taken down. So that's a double whammy this week. Daniel Pratt taken down and Nathan Thompson's Facebook group taken down. Now, some people might wear that as a badge of honor. I don't really care. But I think it's funny as fuck. I think it's hilarious. And it gives me an opportunity to point out the reasons why this might have happened. And I think the racism, the anti-Semitism is rampant in those groups. Not so much racism, to be fair, but anti-Semitism is rampant. I mean, God, Jews just never get a break, man. Fuck. I've got one of my neighbors down the street's a Jewish guy. We're about the same age. We skate together. I said to him, I was like, God, you guys don't get a fucking break ever, do you? Another really good friend to the channel, I won't say the name, that we chat quite a lot. And I said to her ages ago, I was like, what is the problem with flat earthers and Jews? Why do they have such a problem? Why are they?
He's going off like Brainy Beaver. Like this is definitely some some Brainy Beaver-esque rattling on. But we do have another person that just joined us. I believe that's Factard.
Facty.
Well, it's Facty now, but okay, it's close enough.
Facty.
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good.
Thanks, Booty. Everything going
well?
You guys? Having fun just making fun of Nathan Thompson.
Oh, yes. It's, you can't help but make fun of him.
And I've tried to point this out in the internal chat, but apparently someone, I'm not going to say who, isn't paying attention to internal chat, but they need to mute when they're vaping.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Hint, hint.
Yeah. Okay, I'll remember that. Sorry. You sound like North
All right,
Paper.
so it looks like Skydiver Tanner may be joining us as well in a few minutes. And now that we started, all the people that I messaged are messaging me back saying, hey, yeah, sure, I can come on when.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize the vaping was so loud.
Yeah. Yeah, I said in the internal chat, you may want to mute when you vape. You sound like Darth Vapor.
Yeah. Hey man, at least I quit smoking, so you can't rag on me for that too much.
Yeah. So this one's about over. Let's go ahead and finish it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and finish it up.
This anti-Semitic. Nobody knows, man. I guess they believe the anti-Semitic view of the world, that Jews run the world and blah blah blah. Usual Zionist stuff that they always go on about. Alex will the Zionist lizard people, etc. I don't know how he talks like that. That hurt me. So yeah, that's probably why your shitty group got taken down. I've been in that group. I got nuked from that group ages ago because I just couldn't keep my mouth shut. Just as simple as that. But anyway, lads and nasties, that's all I got for you. It's just a bit of an update. If you haven't done so already, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Consider becoming a Patreon or a channel member. And I'll be doing a monthly giveaway where I'm going to send people boxes of goodies from Australia and some Irish goodies and a little card. So if you want to get in on that, check that out. Otherwise, if you are a subscriber, you can join the mailing list. Just leave a comment down below if you want to be on the mailing list, and I'll send people out some Christmas cards and stuff coming up soon. So that's going to be a bit of fun. So anyway, lads and nasties, thank you so much for checking this out. Make sure and head over to Johnny O from the Plot Holes channel because he is so close to reaching 1,000 subscribers. So please do check that out. Coming up later tonight, we're going to have the Four Beardsmen of the Apocalypse. And finally, I am back.
Okay, that's it. That's the end of the video.
I just wanted to say that was Irish Demon. If you haven't subscribed and checked him out, please do so.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
I really got to remember to mute whenever Mistress is talking. Keep forgetting about that. Because y'all are probably getting feedback from her being in the other room.
Okay.
So, next
Sorry, all of a
on
sudden my
the
Discord is lighting up. Yeah. like everyone that I messaged that hadn't messaged me, all of a sudden they all decided to message me at the same time.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes.
Okay, so
Phil,
in the
pain.
Spin the wheel of torture.
Wheel of torture. Yeah, spin the wheel of torture.
Come
Nathan
on,
breaks the
Nathan.
law. Yay.
Oh boy.
Nathan breaks the law.
It's not the first time, and it won't be the last time.
No. Isn't this the one where not secret kids one on camera, crying, crybaby. Let's see how many times Nathan Wilson break the law in one video. If you don't recognize this guy, this is a Flat Smack. He only has 140 subscribers. So please go over to Flat Smack's video. Well, Flat Smack's channel, and yeah, you can't see it on there. And yeah, subscribe to him. He's a pretty good guy. He's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start this video up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Flat Earth.
I've got to turn the volume up.
On the Flat Earth idiocy. If you watched my last video, then you'll know that I asked the viewers to send me any request for whom they'd like to see get flat smacked. So today, I'll be making my very first viewer-requested flat smack video for none other than Nathan Thompson. Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. So, watch me expose him as the overtly hypocritical Christian that he is, while at the same time introducing him to the law. It's going to be very exciting. You don't want to miss it, so stick around.
It's a great intro.
Yeah.
Nathan Thompson is fond of calling out Christians
Just
for acting
backhanding
contrary to their beliefs. But that is exactly what he is doing every single time he attacks them. You see, taking the Lord's name in vain doesn't mean just cursing. It means taking on the mantle of Jesus Christ and then not acting according to that name.
I'm going to speed it up though, because he's a little bit.
Thompson does,
Yeah.
and this next video is a perfect example of that behavior.
I'm recording this guy. He said he was going to assault me and knock my teeth out if I started recording him. So I got my dog with me. You want to attack me? You want to attack
Oh
me?
yeah. Actually, the batch. This is an internal thing. For a reason, you could just use my headphones while we're talking to speak into, and just mute yourself and use my headphones to talk through. We can be in the same
Oh,
room.
it's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing it this way.
You guys can just snuggle up together.
Yeah.
Use the same headphone mic.
For those who may not know, the Neutral Buoyancy Laboratory is located in Houston, Texas at the Johnson Space Center. It's basically a giant swimming pool that NASA uses to train astronauts how to work in zero gravity.
Okay, so I asked him, how do you prove large body's water curve? And he goes, physics and science.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Natural Buoyancy Laboratory, what physics, what science are you talking about? Dude, get out of my way. I'm not in your way. You can go that way. You can go backwards. Screw you, dude. Stop stealing people's money. Okay? Stop fucking talking to me, dude. I can talk to whoever I want to. It's a free country. Lying, stealing, thief. I thought you were going to knock my teeth out if I recorded you. Come on, dude. You little NASA liar. Stealing everyone's money. Acting tough. Tough, dude. You're a joke. Everyone knows you're a joke. We got 125,000 people in the group that know NASA's a joke. You guys are lying and stealing from people.
Oh, God.
Let's talk about a couple of the laws that Nathan Thompson has already violated. The first is harassment. Harassment is the act of systematic and or continued, unwanted, annoying actions of one party or group, including threats, demands. The purpose may vary, blah, blah, blah. In this case, the purpose seems to be just to be a jackass to a perfect stranger who has done nothing except gone out shopping at his local pet store. The only crime this person has committed is that he works at a place that the almighty Nathan Thompson has deemed evil. Not only is Nathan harassing this man, he has also committed slander. Slander is the oral defamation in which someone tells one or more persons an untruth about another, which untruth will harm the reputation of the person defamed. There are multiple persons in that parking lot, as you can see. I'm sure this man probably frequents his local pet store on a regular basis, and the employees are in earshot of Nathan's slanderous remarks about this man being a thief. In addition to slander, because he published this video on YouTube, he has now also committed libel.
Yep.
Words spoken on the air, on television or radio are treated as libel, and not slander on the theory that broadcasting reaches a large audience. Friends, he has done both. First, he slandered this man in public, in front of numerous people, including people that he may know. Secondly, he took a recording of said slander and published it on YouTube, now committing libel.
All right, pause it there for a second.
Get out of your way, crybaby.
Oh, and
I want to I want to cover a couple of things. First off, we have another person that just joined us, and the George said, "How you doing tonight?"
Hey, Jord.
I'm not hearing him.
Hey, Jord, are you there?
You there?
Jord.
And I'm getting a really bad echo.
Sorry.
No, he said 1 second. So while we're waiting on him, I do want to point this out that if Nathan keeps this up where he just accosts people like this, he's going to run into the wrong person one day.
Yeah.
Because this is America, and a lot of people own guns, and a lot of people have concealed carry permits. I have a concealed carry permit, and I carry a gun on me, at least in my car, most of the time.
That's
hello.
There we
There
go.
we go.
There we
Now
go.
we can hear you.
All right.
Hi, George.
Sorry about that, guys. It was using my headphones mic instead of my actual mic for some reason, and the mic on these headphones went out a long time ago.
Well, I'm still getting an echo from somewhere. I can hear George twice and myself twice.
Yeah, I was experiencing the same thing. It's pretty much gone now.
Okay.
That should fix it. Sorry about that. I had the wrong input.
I'm thinking it's somewhere on or for no reasons end.
Can you hear me?
I was going to say, what about this time?
It is back for me. Did it start as soon as I joined the call?
No, we had some echo before.
Okay. Well, then I know it's probably not something I did.
But I will say it did get worse when you joined the call.
I
So
really hope this doesn't.
Should I join back out and join back in?
Try that and see.
We'll see if that works.
Can you hear me?
All right.
They lost me now.
But yeah, so one day Nathan's going to run into the wrong person. He's going to go after someone's kids that does not like it, and
can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's not going to end well for him. And I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't had a gun pulled on him yet.
Yeah.
Even though he might have already had one pulled on him that he just didn't show the video or something because he ran like a scared little crying bitch.
There we go.
As soon as he saw it.
Does that work?
Look, I'm just
okay.
I haven't heard any echo since I've been back, but I've said this once. I'll say it multiple times. The school I was at when I was a kid had an armed guard, legitimately posted, just waiting for something like that to happen. And the second, there was a guy who went out for a jog, and he was really, really thirsty and really dehydrated, and my school was out in the middle of nowhere. So he walked up asking to get a drink. The guard sat there with his gun trained on the dude the whole time. Somebody from the inside ran a cup of water out to him, and the guard stayed with him until he left. If Nathan would have pulled that stuff at my school, he'd have died that day.
Well, my school, I live in a town of about 1,500 people, and about 4 years after I graduated, they started putting guards there too. We only had 400 kids in the school at one time, at that.
Yeah, same. I don't even think we ever broke 400. I think 320 was the biggest class I remember being in that school.
Yeah, that's about as big as our school was.
The school I went to was about 1,300 or 1,400 students, high school. And I think it was either when I was in 9th grade or 10th grade. I can't remember now, but we were a suburb of Charlotte, but far enough out that we had a lot of country people as well. And this was, the mid 90s when skaters were really cool. Skaters and rednecks did not like each other at all.
No.
And so there was supposed to be this huge fight between the skaters and the rednecks. And they ended up getting SWAT with rubber bullets, guns with rubber bullets, like standing on the roof of the school watching people all day long. It was crazy. It was the coolest thing I had ever seen. I was like, oh God, please let something go down. I want to see some people get shot.
Yeah. For some reason that brings to mind The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, like the skaters and the country kids are like the greasers and the socias. Ready to rumble.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what it was. And really, it just turned out like we had this courtyard in the middle of the school, and it really just turned out like 20 people standing there shouting at each other.
Keep your headphones
That was the most that ever happened because everyone was too scared with SWAT snipers standing around.
I would say I didn't
you can come in
believe
here
it,
and
but
use my headphones.
it's just you can't. You don't understand how seriously some cities take protecting their schools these days. Like, it's
yeah, and this was before all that. Like, this was before Columbine.
Yeah, mine was way after Columbine that mine happened. I think Columbine is actually what triggered my school to put an armed guard on site because the armed guard was an off-duty police officer was the thing. He worked at the school during the day and then at night went out and worked as a cop. So like it was kind of great sometimes seeing him at school, knowing that 5 days ago I took off running from him and hoping that he didn't recognize my face. I was not a good kid, by the way. Let's just say that.
Well, that's kind of a sad state of the U.S. as well, where cops have to find second jobs just to make ends meet.
Right.
I've known a lot of cops. My ex-girlfriend's brother was a Chicago cop that also worked as a security guard at the movie studio in Chicago, which was kind of cool because he ended up being like Johnny Depp's personal bodyguard.
That's awesome.
Long story short about that, Johnny Depp personally invited me to be in Public Enemies, and my ex-girlfriend's brother forgot to call me and tell me. So that's why I was not in the movie Public Enemies. But anyway,
I have a funny story about why I wasn't in the movie Public Enemies. It's because I've never met Johnny Depp.
Al's an asshole that forgot to call me.
Anyway, we're so
now. So Nathan is breaking the law by accosting people that he sees NASA stickers on their car.
Yeah. That pretty much sums it up.
Which is typical flat earther nonsense. Like, they get so triggered by NASA or anything to do with NASA because NASA debunks their bullshit, and they cannot stand that.
And he goes so far as to breaking the law. Not only just breaking the law, but streaming it to his. Dude.
Yeah, there's absolutely no self-awareness involved in this. Like, he has no clue that he is breaking the law.
Not only does he have no clue, he just doesn't care. Like it's not that he doesn't know, because I'm sure he's been told before. It's that he doesn't care to understand what anybody's saying unless it's when they're actually arguing with him about the shape of the earth. Then he really pays attention because he knows he's I swear, if anybody's a Pokemon fan, they're like Pokemon. He has a set list of moves that he can use, and he just waits to figure out what type the other person is, to figure out what kind of moves he can use. It's
exactly.
really
And the more you watch flat earthers, the more you realize that they're all like that. They have their set sayings.
like I will I know that if Witsit Gets It was a Pokemon, his ultimate move would be Word Salad, and he'd just
Yes.
open his mouth
Yeah.
and 7-syllable words would just come vomiting themselves out, and you gotta really pay attention if you want to figure out what he's saying, but that's hard because you know he doesn't understand what he's saying, so why should I?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love what MC Toon has started saying about them by trying to figure out who their Papa Flurf is.
Look,
Because you can always tell what their arguments are going to be by who their Papa Flurf is.
Yeah, like
wait.
with Rachie, you can tell hers is Nathan Oakley because she just him as well as Anthony Riley from the Egg Experiment.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two up there are her main influences, and you can easily tell it by just what video she's doing.
Yeah.
Just her as an example.
All right. All right. Let's watch a little more of this.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, okay? Enjoy your money you steal from people. Oh, poor baby. Cry me a river, thief. Cry me a river, thief. Scientifically illiterate thief. Have a nice day.
Then this guy wouldn't leave, and he tried to follow me home. I had to ditch him in my car.
Well, Texas is a one-party state, so.
Nathan Thompson, not only a world-renowned scientist and physicist, but now also a shithouse lawyer.
Shithouse lawyer.
You're in public. You're already being recorded. There's cameras everywhere. You're personally recording. Yeah, of course. So, yeah, I am.
That's harassment.
Let's walk around this natural buoyancy laboratory employee's car.
Check out the NASA logo.
Who won't leave.
It's interesting how he alleges he was being followed by this man and had to ditch him in his car, and yet here the man...
So he says that the guy tried to follow him home, yet there's no video of the guy following him home. There's video of the guy pulling away and saying have a nice day and driving off. So he kind of debunked himself there by showing that part.
Yeah. The dude lacks any sort of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Just, as it's been said before.
He's trying to say that the guy's harassing him.
Yeah, you're the one with the camera following a person around. They're not harassing you, sweetie.
Not only are you following him, you're screaming at him that he's a thief and that, like, I don't know. How do you make that? I almost said logical, but we're talking about Nathan Thompson.
Yeah.
How do you make that leap in your brain? Like, I'm screaming at him that he's a thief and chasing him down and following him into the parking lot, but he tried to follow me home. Like, I don't understand his brain.
He tried to follow me home by driving off while I was standing in the parking lot.
I hope to God, I know he won't, but I hope to God Nathan dedicates his body to science, because I want to know. I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you function with so little brain matter?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, flat earthers are a thing that do exist, so that's how little you need to function.
You know, before Nathan blocked me on YouTube, I actually messaged him one time and I was like, dude, I'm not joking or anything when I say this. You need to seek help.
Yeah, he does.
Like you have mental problems and you need help badly.
And it's...
But the thing about people with mental problems, they don't know that they have mental problems most of the time.
Yeah.
Look, at one point, all right, I spoke to Nathan Thompson a couple times. I've interacted with him a few times because I have alternate Facebook accounts and stuff, you know. I'll tell you the most the best thing you can do when you interact with Nathan Thompson, unless you're tricking him into thinking you're a flat earther, which pays off very well apparently, but the best thing you can do is just act like you've never heard of him before. Act like you know all of these talking points, but you're like, because he's like, do you not know who I am? And I'm like, are you important? Like, like, and it's even better now that he doesn't have like a Facebook group or YouTube channel to point you to, because he's like, so now it's like, yeah, are you very important? I've never heard of you.
And that's such a Karen thing to do as well. Do you know who I am?
Right. That's like one of the first things he asked me, like, do you not know who I am? Well, yeah, actually I do, but I think it's gonna be fun to act like I don't. And it was pretty fun. He got triggered so fast. By far the fastest I've ever been blocked by Nathan Thompson is acting like I had no idea who he was.
Nice.
That was a pretty satisfying day for me.
And it's always fun to pretend like you are a flat earther, because after you gain his trust a little bit, he'll just start opening up and just spill the beans about everything to you, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, I've never gotten that far with it. I've never tried to. I call that flirf baiting. If you've ever heard of scam baiting, when you trick a scammer into thinking that you're gonna buy their product, you trick a flat earther into thinking that you believe their bullshit, and it's fun, but I don't know, it gets repetitive.
Yeah, but I do have to say there is one person in the community who did it better than anyone else, and that's Negative Exponents.
Yep, that was awesome.
When he flurf baited JM, that was one of the most beautiful things ever.
I'm gonna say Negative Exponents, he pulled that off amazingly, and like the setup and everything was perfect, but I still got to give it to Reckless Ben, even though I guess he's not really in the community. I still that oh my god, what Reckless Ben did! I couldn't in if you go to his channel, it's just stuff like that and bigger. Reckless Ben is one of the people. If you guys haven't checked him out, go to it. I know it's really kind of odd to be shouting out somebody who's not really in the community, who kind of just came in, flipped a table over, pissed on it, and strutted his shit walking out. Like,
but that's exactly what he's done. I mean, his Scientology thing was hilarious, and then the Nathan Thompson thing, and now what he's doing, where he got onto a reality show, and now apparently Snoop Dogg is funding him to. I'm not going to spoil it, but funding what he wants to do. I think that is so hilarious.
There is also something I don't know if you guys have seen. It was before Scientology. It was before all of that. He went around the country with this painting that they hung up in a museum, convinced the museum that it was a Banksy, and then got the painting back from the museum. And just go check out Reckless Ben. I will never not say that to anybody I talk to. Go check out
his trolls are pretty amazing.
It's like he woke up one day and was just like, yeah, I'm a god of chaos.
Pretty much. He is Loki.
He is Loki.
He's Loki.
Yeah.
And he's a really nice guy too, which is pretty awesome. Like, he's very genuine to everyone, which helps him in his trolls, because he comes off so nice that people let their guard down and don't realize that he's trolling them.
Right. And I just to be able to convince somebody that what they are doing is legit and have their entire community that they've been with, like, I don't know, like, to make Nathan believe you over Globebusters, and like, I don't know, we went on a whole Reckless Ben tangent just because he is honestly became one of my favorite YouTubers overnight. The first day I heard what was going on, I was like, wait, who is this guy?
And he didn't really know anything about Flat Earth before he started this troll, which, you know, he was just watching Netflix and saw Behind the Curve and was like, dude, we should totally troll Flat Earthers. And it ended up just being so beautiful.
He plays it as if he's playing off the seat of his pants, but I really feel like there's a lot of research that has to go into this stuff. You know, there's a lot of, like, I'm sure that it still shouldn't work out, and they're still astounded by the things they can do, but, like, genuinely, I'm going to stop talking about it just because I don't want to I don't want to take any of the tricks that they pull from the eyes of a virgin viewer. You know, like, you guys can go see this and believe it for yourself, because I sure as fuck don't, but I'm watching it happen, and like, yeah.
But just so everyone knows, even Riley's giant marital aid makes an appearance in his troll. Which that kind of leads me to believe that, yes, he did know what he was doing, because a giant marital aid makes an appearance, and you wouldn't know that that's something that we laugh about unless you had watched a lot of Flat Earth debunking videos.
Right, and that's something I also wanted to say, is that, you know, like I said, he came in here, he flipped the table over, he pissed all over, he strutted his shit out, but, like, you know, like, he was playing it up for us, you know? He was like, there's a community that loves seeing this guy get trolled, so let's hook them on too, you know? Like, let's play to them a little bit too. And I don't know, that was just, he could have played to his audience and been like, oh, look at these, there's actually a bunch of stupid people over here who argue with them about it. But no, he was like, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'll stop talking about it, because
yeah, we need to get through this video, because it's only what, the second official video of the night.
And we have a lot of them.
We have a lot of them.
Only 20 more.
Yeah, just around. I mean, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more. Yeah.
Chrismer plays D&D with me, so he knows I have a tendency to just kind of derail the conversation.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of your higher skills.
But at the end of it, most of the time, at least 90% of the people involved are laughing. Usually not Vishanti.
Yeah, usually not Vishanti.
Or Vishanti.
It usually starts off with 3 simple words. Throw the dwarf.
Throw the dwarf. Throw the dwarf.
Throw the dwarf.
Which, by the way, no.
Anyway, yeah, we've got.
Hey, real quick, I do want to introduce. We do have someone else that's popped in, Skydiver Tanner. How you doing?
Hello, guys. How you all doing today?
Biscuit.
I'm not a skydiver, so I'm not doing as well as I could be, but...
Yeah. You better give Chase another hug for me.
I'll do so. I was going to quick add on to the whole Ben thing. I think what was perfect, kind of going off of what Christy was saying, is, you know, it was perfect that an outsider came in to flip the table, someone who's not in the community, to kind of only just shove it in the flat earthers' face that much more on how stupid they are.
Right. Yeah, anyway, Skydiver Tanner, quick question. Would you rather be skydiving without a parachute or locked in a room with Nathan Thompson for 5 hours?
Skydive without a parachute.
Wow.
He didn't even have to think about that.
He didn't have to think about it.
Find me a lake, or maybe there's a big net somewhere. Because if anything, even if it's hard ground, I'm still proving to him that there's gravity.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That is, yeah.
I think you mean droppity.
And
Downity.
Polytrons
Yeah,
and
downity.
Pushytrons?
Yeah.
Droppity and
You guys are
gravity.
gonna restart renaming Gravity. I need to get Flurf Bingo up.
No, it's gravity, not gravity.
Anti-buoyancy.
It's natural
Gravity,
buoyancy.
yeah. Ugh, those people.
Keep me alone. Okay? Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Excuse me, folks.
Look at this guy, dude.
In case you forgot it, here's your harassment reminder.
Yeah, again, harassment again. That's 4.
Well, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed. I just want to add, I cannot believe the response I've been getting on Facebook. People.
Yeah, that's the end of that video. If you want to see the rest of it, he goes over it a little bit further.
No.
Don't leave a link. We don't want to see it.
Okay, this idiot actually thinks that he's Orpheus.
Yeah, he does. That was his Facebook avatar for a while.
Not only does he think that he's Morpheus, I don't even think he has watched The Matrix.
I don't think so. No.
And even if he did watch The Matrix, I know he didn't understand it. You know, like
I'm sure he just heard, red pill means to be woke.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, that's literally all he got from The Matrix.
Well, I'm just glad he didn't take the blue pill, because he self-admits that he doesn't masturbate. So for 4 hours, he'd just be staring at something that he wouldn't know what to do with.
Yeah.
I just as a point of honor, I'd never believe a man who says he doesn't masturbate.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing that came out of that, though, was the Flat Earth Conference where Nathan walks up to Owen Benjamin and is like, "Hey, you made me stop masturbating."
Okay.
I have an extension onto that. Was his excuse that masturbating is gay? Was that something he said? I thought. And I said, if he said, masturbation, is gay, I'm like, well, maybe he stopped masturbating because he's scared he'll out himself.
Yeah.
I don't. That's yours.
God, we already
do with that what you want.
To that when someone just walks up out of the blue and is like, "Hey, you made me stop masturbating."
Right. Like,
what do you even say to that?
Like,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Another one down.
Can I fix that? Is there anything I can do to help?
Can I call someone?
Can I call someone?
Need me to slip into your DMs?
With a therapist for you?
I got a couple books you can read, man. I'll point you to a couple websites. Don't worry.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Wheel.
Yeah. Spin that wheel.
Throw the dwarf. Wait, no, wrong stream. Sorry.
The fake reality TV show. Okay, let's see. Let's see. No, that's the top. That's him crying. Free from kids.
Fake reality. Hey, we just talked about that one.
Oh, woo! Yeah, probably should have waited to bring this up.
There we go. This is 9 minutes. This is Reckless Ben's video actually.
By the way,
this is when he showed. This is exactly what he was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
When Nathan Thompson got on Irish Demon's panel because Reckless Ben was on.
Yeah.
Totally bipolar.
I actually very, very, very would like to speak about this because this was a great. I was here for this. I was.
Me too.
I was watching it too live, and it was crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah, I was there too.
Just thought it was funny. You know, you guys are folding up toilet paper, claiming to be Harvard students. My legal team's going to be contacting your legal team. Can I get the name of your attorney?
You said this whole thing was funny.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all.
This man is angry, but not just that. He's also the leader of the Flat Earth Society. Yeah, he believes that the Earth is flat. Anyways, right now he's trying to sue me. Let's go to the beginning so I can explain. Keep going there. Oh, what's up, stars? What's up, outer space? Oh, what's up, baby Earth? Oh, you want to be a globe?
Bacon
Sick.
Earth.
That's an awesome shape to be. Okay, let's fast forward. And what do you know? There's humans now, and those humans created technologies so they could see the shape of their planet. Now there's solid proof we live on a globe, right? However, there were some people out there that were like, no, you're this flat. It's not right. It's flat. Because who knows? This is where I come in. I'm over here all like, dude, these guys are crazy. How funny would it be to fly one of their top leaders, convince them 2 Harvard students now have solid proof the Earth is flat, and watch the entire Flat Earth Society freak out? Well, that's exactly what we did. This is how my friends and I created the world's greatest Flat Earth documentary.
All right, real quick, 2 things. First, I'm actually surprised that Nathan has not come into our chat yet, because we all know that he constantly searches for his name on YouTube to try to find streams where people are talking about him.
That's why
and
I
comes
named
into
it.
chat, which is how he came into Irish Demons chat that day.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, we do have another person that's joined us, Renee Enemy. How you doing?
How's everybody doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well.
Doing great.
Doing fantastic.
We're just having a party in here tonight.
Yeah, I've been checking
It's
it
just
out.
a point and
Having
laugh
fun.
at Nathan Thompson.
I think any
And-
party
and
where we go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just getting ready to say, if anybody deserves to be pointed and laughed at, it's Nathan.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
And if there's any party for pointing and laughing at
I was
somebody,
muted.
Nathan's a good.
But he's a
good.
smoking out both of them tonight.
Pointy.
'cause I
Yeah,
can't-
you'll draw a lot of people willing to point and laugh at Nathan Thompson.
Oh yeah.
He's so narcissistic. He's got to be showing up at some point tonight, right?
Like I said,
I
I
hope
named the
so.
stream. I named the stream the way I named it just to try to trigger Nathan.
If he shows up, I'm still going to, even though we're on a stream dedicated to him, I'm gonna act like I have no idea who he is. It's gonna be great.
I love that.
It's like you guys are gonna say like, "Oh, Nathan's in the chat," and I'm gonna be like, "Who?"
Well, I'm gonna be like,
Biscuit will need
wait,
to make
who-
an appearance for him.
Who are you talking about? Who's this Nathan guy? I have no clue who that is.
Wait, the dumb guy in the videos? Oh, never heard of him.
Oh, he's a top in the he's a dude that was in the top left corner, I think. I'm not sure, but
Oh, isn't he a Patreon on Modern Day Debates? I think that's where I've heard his name.
yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah, he used to be a mod there.
Yeah.
Oh, the really important Nathan flat earther that's over in Europe.
Oh, yeah,
That one. Yeah. You know,
The gas
there's no
go
other
down, go
Nathan.
boom boom.
Yeah.
Oakley Ray-Ban or something like that.
Wait, no, it's the Nathan that burned the science book and then paid for it.
Oh, him. Oral Nathan Roberts, I think.
I think Nathan is just a curse. Like you can't name your child Nathan and expect it to amount to anything.
It just befalls them.
You know, it's kind of like how after the 1940s, the name Adolf kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Kids' names.
Son.
It's like it was all right before, but now I don't think so very much anymore.
And you know, people aren't going to name their kid Karen anymore now.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Which, by the way, I always feel I've always my whole life felt like Kim was a better name for Karens because I don't know.
Kim?
My whole life I've seen somebody
Yeah.
like after the manager and I'm like, that's Kim. But then everybody started saying Karen, and I was like, okay, Karen works too, but
I still love that
So,
teams
Jack
picking
Hart,
up.
you were gonna say something.
I still love the fact that Team Skeptics actually picked up my term for Karen's privilege of Karen.
a privilege of Karens. Yeah,
It's like it was the perfect word. I was like privilege.
Yep, that's exactly what it should be.
Hey, Chrismer.
Yes.
Chrismer, you named the stream "The Rise and Fall of Nathan Thompson." I'm still waiting for the rise.
You'll be fine. You'll be
Very well pointed out. Yes.
The rise was
The rise stopped happening when he said he's quit jerking off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, God.
Pretty much. There was no rise. The rise was a lie.
Even if Nathan ever did rise, there's nothing he could do about it. So
yeah, that's
right.
And never forget that Nathan carries a picture of Team Skeptic in a mankini.
Yeah, he does.
By the way, I'm
If
just saying.
Nathan ever actually rises, just throw a bunch of ice water on him.
Or pour a bottle of mead in front of him, he will lap it up.
Oh.
He will drop to his knees and lap it off the ground.
So some vegan mead.
And then start crying.
I just.
You know, if any woman finds him on Tinder and they get talking seriously and they get talking about certain sizes of members or whatnot, don't trust him because he would be using a quote-unquote man-made device to measure that, so it's probably a lie.
Oh my God.
And, he'll just tell her I have 125 members.
Andreas, Andreas Eld in the chat. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. So I just got here. Is today the anniversary of the school shouting?
No, actually,
that was yesterday.
Wednesday was the
anniversary. Okay. Wednesday was the anniversary. Yeah.
The day that Nathan Thompson got arrested, I've decided that it should be a national holiday.
Yeah.
So apparently, I put a reminder in my phone for March 2nd, 2021, called "Eat Shit Nathan Thompson Day." And on Tuesday, I started telling people, "Happy Eat Shit Nathan Thompson Eve, everyone."
That should be okay. I have a proposal. The first Saturday in every March shall now be known as Eat Shit Nathan Thompson Day.
Yes.
First Saturday of every March. There we go. We just started a new holiday. Eat Shit Nathan Thompson Day.
You can commemorate it by changing all your social media profile pictures to him in jail or whatever meme you find suitable.
There you go. You got to have it for a week. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's get on with the video.
I'm sorry about my dogs, by the way, guys. I'm trying to figure it out, but they're just barking at nothing.
It's okay, sweetie.
It's
I
okay.
can't stop them.
It's okay.
Ever.
Alright, we're about to call Nathan. Hello? Hey, Nathan, how's it going? This is Michael with Zumbly Productions.
Yeah, I made my own fake production company, Zumbly Productions. Nathan was skeptical we were out to Burnham, and one of my friends just so happens to be the CEO of a real company called Zumbly. He'll show up in the series later.
That's Jeb. You can Google him. I met the CEO of Zumbly. He looks like $1 million bazillion bucks, dude. Jeez Louise. $1 bazillion bucks.
After creating some fake emails and convincing my downstairs roommate to interview this guy for what he thought was a segment for the Travel Channel,
I saw, what did I see of yours? The Starbucks thing.
Well, I just got kicked out of Starbucks for asking NASA employee questions.
Like, what the fuck, dog?
You seem to be exactly
the fuck, dog?
the kind of person that we want.
It said day before I'm supposed to fly.
We still don't have a flight booked. Nathan has no idea what he's coming out here for. Because if we told Nathan too much information, then he would go and Google it and look it up.
Yeah, it's just my spider senses are tingling.
Yeah. Just say a bunch of vague things that kind of loosely connect. No, there's no offense taken. There's no offense taken. Each of us excited to have you out.
Yeah,
Gotcha. We convinced him to come out without explaining to him basically at all what he'll be doing. He's just coming out because I really don't know why he's coming out. He said the right words in the right order. I didn't like the ending of that. So it may have been a little tricky getting Nathan out here. However, we made it work so I can go to bed knowing that Nathan is on his way to California. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Then we'll just move on to plan B, which is we get you this next flight. Yeah. Nah, don't throw in the towel. We're gonna create the world's biggest magnet. No, this is a VCR tape that we got from store.
You could definitely talk him into that being real.
We're gonna film it as if it's like a whole TV show. It's gonna be great. We just have to gather our crew. But me and you, we're gonna be Harvard students. We basically built this, I guess. I'm still writing out the script, but it's almost done.
And I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
I'm so happy you're down, dude. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I don't believe people landing on the moon. I don't think it's physical and you can walk on it. I think it's a light in the roof.
Dude, I guess unless you actually go there yourself, I guess you won't believe it, right? Dude, if you have to experience every single thing for yourself, you're gonna be. You better hope you live about 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Happens tomorrow.
It's impossible to experience everything yourself.
Let's go. Hurry up! We need 14
So since he can only
accept things that he experiences himself, I guess sex just isn't real.
No.
Well, don't forget that time when, he was with that girl and he cheated on her and she gave him a second chance and he flew to, what was it, Thailand and cheated on her again?
Yeah.
And she erupted on Facebook.
Oh, wait.
About it.
Hey guys, you want to hear funny?
Sorry, that's.
Shut the fuck up, Nathan.
No, I don't want to hear a funny story,
No,
Nathan.
we don't want to hear a funny story. We never want to hear any story from Nathan.
Hey guys,
Thompson.
you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting? Dating a first grader.
Fucking shut up, Nathan.
You know
Get
you're
out.
You're a terrible person when people pay to troll you. They are literally paying him so they can
And
troll
see,
him.
yeah, I don't think that necessarily makes you a horrible person.
No, but it's a good
imagine how
indication.
prime of a target you are when somebody looks at you and thinks, "How hard could it?" They
Hey guys,
don't
you want to hear
think
a funny
whether or
story
not
while we're
they
all
could
chatting?
prank
Dude,
you.
I'm dating a first grader.
Shut
the fuck up,
No.
Nathan.
They look at him and they say, "He's gold.
Right.
We will pay money to troll him because he is gold."
Right.
It's just like, my
gold or
God.
gullible?
Both.
And
I'm so glad that they got him instead. Who was it? Was it Mark Sargent?
Yeah.
Mark
that they were
Sargent
trying to
was the
get,
first
and yeah, because he's not a flat earther.
And
He's not that easy to troll. He kind of smelled BS from the beginning. So
Yeah.
they were like, well, who else was in that documentary? Oh, Nathan Thompson. Let's try him.
Mark would have saw that disassembled VCR and knew what that thing was right away, and he'd have been like,
Pretty much anybody else would have figured it out early.
I actually, JM Truth, I feel like they could have got.
Oh yeah.
I think they probably could have gotten Jaren. If
there's
they,
anyone more gullible than Nathan, it's JM Truth. And the only good thing that Nathan Thompson has ever done in his life is give the world JM Truth.
Oh yeah, I got a scientific friend that I can bring to this debate. Yeah.
There's a friend of mine.
That's what it was.
He doesn't really get into this stuff, but I introduced him to FTFE, and he said something about JM that I thought perfectly summed him up. He was like, he is what a dumb guy thinks a smart person looks like. And I was like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so perfect.
Speaking of FTFE, look who just showed up in the chat.
No way.
Yeah.
Hey,
FTFE.
We're not throwing dwarfs tonight, FTFE.
You know, it's funny.
Floor.
I was actually going to DM FTFE and see if he wanted to come on to the stream, but right before I was going to DM him, I saw him pop into Team Skeptic stream, so I was like, nah, he won't show up.
He was on Team Skeptics?
Yeah.
Team Skeptic? Who's that?
He's the guy that kept yelling, "Shut the fuck up, Nathan!"
Yeah.
Dude, that Nathan likes to open his phone and look at it in a mankini now and then. Just never forget.
Yeah, we like
Never forget. That is one thing that, man, I just,
awesome.
why would you, like, you think that he put that out there, you know, and then you bring it up like, oh, look at this, and you're like, yeah.
Again, no self-awareness whatsoever.
Right.
Do you want to see me dance in it? I'll go put it on right now. I brought it for this specific reason.
And when Team showed up for the live debate in Dallas with Nathan, he was wearing his mankini undershirt.
Yeah.
You know, the other good thing I want to say about this Reckless Ben series is it was shortly after his quote unquote debate with R and Raw, where he's like, we don't have a model or a map, but yet during this whole Reckless Ben thing, he wears a shirt with a flat Earth map. But he is very cautious to say, like, oh, it's not 100% correct. Now he makes sure to say that, but
well, no shit, because you can't have a 100% correct flat Earth map,
right?
Because by definition, you can't.
Yeah, like if it was flat, we could map it out pretty easily, but it's not. So we kind of have an issue making it look right on the flat thing. It's not flat because it's a sphere. Because you can't.
If it were flat, it'd be easier to map it out than a sphere would, because a sphere is incredibly difficult to map out.
Right. Especially when you're mapping it out on a flat surface.
Yeah, it's even worse at that point.
They're impossible. All right, keep going.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jeb. Okay, back to the house. Okay. Oh, I say let's go to sleep, dude.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Blake stayed up all night finishing off our fake magnet. What's up, Blake? You ready? It looks legit.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah, that was the magnet that shot the dude when he
I feel like I had a big responsibility for the prank. If I do any mistake, the whole prank is gonna be ruined. I wasn't nervous.
I wasn't nervous. Right.
Yeah, we gotta take off right now. Can't use primer properly as a backdrop. How you doing? My driver? Yes. Nice to meet you. Nathan. Yeah, pleasure.
I like how he's doing the whole
No. I mean like flat Earth. You mean like the Earth flat?
mask
Yeah, that's what I'm here
down.
talking about. But I'm wondering because like you know there's rockets, right? I think they made like a picture for the Earth. You think what's in there?
I know this is getting into a different territory here.
But I just love how the dude was wearing a mask. Pissing me off. The mask down underneath the nose, because the nose.
The chin diaper.
The chin diaper, you know that. I've got a mask that I wear all the way up to literally my eyeball because, well, I wear glasses for one.
I have a very large head. And so I understand the struggle. If you try to talk while wearing a mask, your mask is going to get pulled down and you have to keep pulling it back up. But when you don't pull it back up and just wear it on your chin, basically, that kind of annoys me.
That's why I like the masks that come like all the way over my nose and like all the way around the back of my head, because like then I don't have to pull it or adjust it. It can just sit there and move up and down.
Right.
That's the kind of mask I wear, just because. One, if I don't wear that, I'll lose it.
This is my mask. This is my mask.
I like that. That's cool. You know, it's or like the ones that got the little bar by the nose that you can kind of form fit it around a bit easier so it doesn't slide down your nose.
Yeah. That one I picked up like 2 days ago from Hot Topic. So.
I like that. That's cool looking.
FTFE said, I just popped in to say hello, but it's time to go to bed for Floofy the Freedom Eagle. Night, guys.
Good night, Floofy.
FTFE.
Good night.
Sequel.
Nighty night.
We'll throw the dwarf next week. Don't worry about it.
I'm still half hoping Nathan pops into chat.
Yeah, I am too. That'd be awesome. Then I
I
can
mean,
say, who are you?
the only reason he hasn't is he's probably not sitting there on his phone searching his name on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
No.
He's probably feeding his dog salad.
Maybe he
Burning
gave up
dog
for a bit
shit.
because he was still irrelevant for quite a while.
Well, he doesn't even have a channel anymore, so it wouldn't be Nathan Thompson in the chat. It would be, what's that channel?
Be the change.
Yes, Be the Change.
Oh, God. Be the change, seriously.
Follow your own advice, Nathan.
Like, he doesn't have his own channel, so he did what he always does on Facebook. Every time he gets banned on Facebook, he just commandeers someone else's channel.
Yeah, just like he did on yeah.
And people are foolish enough to allow him to do it.
Yeah.
And not only that, he then goes and gets those channels banned. And like, it's like,
yeah,
I was a sleeper in his group for a couple months, which I feel like at least 50% of his group was just low sleepers sitting in there just laughing at the shit, you know? Because how many, wasn't it like almost 200,000 at one point?
like 400,000, I thought.
I don't think it ever.
But you know, there were never more than like 30 people that regularly posted.
Right.
Because, you know, people just added their entire friends list. And like I'd get on Facebook maybe once a month. So if someone had added me to it, then I would have been in there without knowing it. So I understand, you know, a lot of people had no idea that they were in it.
Well.
Oh, God. So Nathan Thompson has a new Facebook group, but it's private.
Yeah. Yeah, he does have a very small one now.
We know.
That's what she said.
Just the way you
Are
said
you
it.
implying that he didn't know to begin with?
Anyway, let's continue on.
So all that shit happened in the earth.
Yeah, it was probably a Hollywood stage. Wires, green screens, hairspray, and the chick's hair. It is wild.
Mino kind of seems to be believing what Nathan is saying.
So like all this bullshit about astronomy and all this, what do they call them? The guys with the masks?
Astronauts?
They lying?
Yes, sir.
My God,
Guys with the
I'm a
masks?
little bit confused right now, man.
I don't know if he's playing character, if he's totally serious.
In Hebrew, NASA means to deceive. That's the word. Nasha. NASA.
No. Okay.
Yeah, it's Nashaw.
Yeah, he even says it.
Nashaw.
NASA.
Yeah.
NASA.
No.
The two aren't even comparable.
like that's like, yeah, you know, math means a drug you do. Yeah, math. It's the same. No.
Yeah, and Obama sounds like Osama, so Obama's
right.
Man,
So it must be true.
Oh God, let's not talk about that because
Well, I saw
have a
that
story about that.
I saw that on Fox News.
I know.
I saw it on Fox News, so it must be true. I mean, Fox News what mine was.
I know somebody who legitimately thinks he explained it to me. He was like, you know, in the Middle East, to show that you're related, you just change one letter of your last name. And I was like, you can't even name a country in the Middle East, and you know their customs and traditions. Like, shut up.
And Barack Obama wasn't from the Middle East.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was from Chicago.
Oh yeah.
It's like I don't understand how, but they think he was a deep state plant from, you know, like I just.
Oh yeah, my ex-wife's family are huge, crazy right wingers like Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh fans, like that kind of people. And they kept telling her, because, she wasn't stupid, they kept telling her, you need to watch The Manchurian Candidate because that's Barack Obama. He's a Manchurian candidate.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's an okay movie,
That
but
reminds me of
Denzel made it.
a friend of
The
mine.
type of people who think Manchurian Candidate is a like future telling thing are the same people who think Atlas Shrugged is happening today.
Yeah.
Or that
And
actually
the same
watched.
people that got triggered as hell when Bradley Cooper went to the Democratic National Convention because he played Chris Kyle in American Sniper, so he should have been a Republican, but he went to the Democrat convention, and we're like, he's an actor.
Right.
Yeah, he's an actor.
He's not the real Chris Kyle. The real Chris Kyle died. That's the end of that movie.
Yeah. Just like there's people like that on Facebook, like I'd be fighting, for the whole COVID-19 is a plague, and maybe we should be wearing masks and shit. And someone would bring up Plandemic, the movie, and I'm like, no, just because she's a quote unquote accredited nurse doesn't mean she knows what the fuck she's talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like there's that one trauma surgeon, Lorraine Day, who's an anti-vaxxer. Like, yeah, sure, she may be able to like fix your stomach if there's a hole in it, but that doesn't mean she knows shit about immunology. You know?
Exactly.
I've got 3 words for you guys. Dr. Claudia Albers.
Dr. Claudia Albers. No. Gloria, what was that girl's name we did last week? I think it was last week or the week prior.
Oh, God, yes.
The whole, what was her thing? Birds are UFOs. Yeah, that's what it was.
Gina Maria Colvin.
Wait, is there?
Gina Maria Colvin Hill.
Actually,
that's it. Gina
someone
Maria
who
Colvin
believes
Hill.
birds aren't real.
Words aren't.
Is there actually someone who believes birds aren't real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gina Maria
they're
Colvin
UFOs.
I want to debate her on modern day debate.
She doesn't do debates.
Because look, when I was a kid, I had a slingshot. I can tell you kind of intricately what birds look like after they've been hit with a pebble going 30 miles per hour that's twice their size. I can
kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
No, I never I never did.
I'm looking back at the videos that we had for Gina Marie Colvin Hill, and it's like spiders on the moon.
Oh, yeah.
And clouds don't make formations.
Well, what?
Yeah,
I need to look at this. You need to send me, DM me something by her. So.
Oh, we can send you her channel. We can send you her channel.
I'll just. I'll
me her
DM
channel.
you the clouds don't make formation. We showed that video, I believe, in the stream.
Yeah.
I uploaded a silly I uploaded a silly video about her web plasma nonsense, and it's already in less than a month. It's got 2,000 hits on it, and I gained about 19 new subscribers.
Oh,
nice.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Very nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, I might have to do something on her because she sounds like a riot. I don't want to do much
she's
flat
wrecking
Earth
her.
stuff, but that's all I watch. So like,
I mean, she's a Karen of the highest order too.
Let's get back to our current
Current Karen.
Yeah. Current
Karen Thompson.
Karen Thompson. There we go.
Yeah, space is real.
Back in the shop. It's the same thing. Think about it. NASA and Nasha. That's a solid proof.
You ever think about how the word sea, like the sea, the ocean, sea, when we see something?
See and see, which means You can see.
There's
See.
two different words.
There's two different words.
See. And you see how
He only
the fuck
thinks in one
we gotta
language,
figure out
multiple languages.
God.
You know, you look at other languages and those words aren't as similar.
No, they aren't.
Idiot.
Like look, let me see now. Isn't it pineapple that is araña? In yeah, words are different in different languages.
It's like what isn't it? Anos and anus and
Unus,
and
anus.
Yeah,
don't
bananas,
unus
I think.
anus.
Banana.
In the different languages, and it's like several of them. It sounds like anus, and then there's German, and it's like Klingenschreiberlich.
Yeah, right.
Or something.
There's a video out there. I love that.
Oh yeah, I remember that's a meme actually. That is a meme because it's
Yeah.
Bananas in all different languages, and every single language it's like the same until you reach German, and it's like.
like ambulance, everyone sounds so beautiful. Ambulancia, ambulance, Krankenwagen.
Ooh, that is wrong. Ha. Like ha.
So they made the word C for C? C for C?
It's obvious. Nada, nasha, C, and C.
Oh man, you came in, you changed my whole vision right now.
Most people don't get it like you, where they have an open mind. They're just like, no, can't be. But also they call it sea level. The word level is a synonym for flat. So when someone says sea level, they say sea flat.
No, they don't.
Level is
No,
level,
it's not.
right? Level, not curve. Level's the antithesis of curve. It's the
Yeah,
opposite.
we don't really have to say this, but everyone has told Nathan this is bullshit.
It's just like I heard it put best by Res Rhetoric. Like there's a shelf. It's at a 45-degree angle. The shelf is flat. Is it level? Like and
Don't
it's
know.
like
Don't know until you measure it.
as long as I can provide you one example of something being level and I mean flat and not level. Level and flat are not synonymous. You
Also,
know?
you can take a level, a sprint level, and put it on the tire, and it will measure as perfectly level, but yet it's round.
It's curved.
Yet it's curved. Exactly.
Right.
Curved. Yeah.
I don't know. Something. Oh no, we'll save that for later because I'm sure he'll say it later and I can point and laugh at him saying it again and then yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that's
Oh, hang on. And John Rapp brings up another Nathan Thompson is airplane is a plane that flies in the air or flies in the air over the plane. That's why it's called airplane.
Oh my god.
And yes, I just face palmed as I said that.
We have to give John Rapp the traditional welcome here. I can't find it.
I need to find.
Emojis are set up on YouTube.
Yeah. But anyway,
we're all working on it, trying to find the middle finger.
There we go. There you go, John Rapp. From me to you, buddy.
Traditional welcome here, John Rapp.
It's not showing live chat. What the hell?
Happy hello, John Rapp.
There we go.
Everybody.
It was just showing the top chat. I keep on forgetting to change that. I hate that shit.
Why does it do that?
I don't get why they have it two different ways. They just need to not do that.
One way. Just one way. Just the live chat.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the top chat or live chat. Everybody wants to switch to live chat every single time they go into a stream.
It just makes you have to switch every time you go into a stream.
Right. Because people are like, hey, this person said this, and you're like, what? No, the fuck they didn't. Like,
I didn't see it. I gotta switch to live chat. God damn it. Anyway.
Anyway, Reckless Ben is a god. Continue.
They're the same. Why they all match together? Why? Level curve. Dude, I got an intro for you.
I feel like Nathan can answer this like much better than I can. Nathan would answer this. Samina, this is Nathan's biggest proof of why the Earth can't be a sphere.
Most planes just fly in straight lines. You know, they're not curving or anything.
Nathan claims that he would be able to feel a 1-degree drop every 60 miles. And since he doesn't feel it, the Earth is definitely flat. No human out there can feel that slight of a turn over that big of a distance.
Like if it's the Earth is flat, we go straight there. From where are we gonna come?
You're just going around. You just make a circle. You don't notice that you're just making a slight turn over a long period of time.
I thought that was just on me, but
You're not hearing the video?
So too.
What the hell?
I'm glad someone else piped up.
I know Krismer's been having some speed issues tonight. That could be why.
Well, the audio output is on voice meter input. That should have it. That's the only.
You're in the
Could
red.
you hear that? Could you hear that?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all should be hearing what I hear over here.
You know, I mean, even if
Yes,
you
I can hear it now.
What the? I didn't change the damn thing.
I think it's just because of your connectivity issues.
That might
you're
be
back
it.
green now, so it'll work.
Oh, that's probably why, isn't it?
to the right an hour, nobody's gonna notice that 1 degree an hour. You know,
You wouldn't notice it on flat.
you might not even notice 5 or 10 degrees. You know, you might not notice it.
So you would notice a 1-degree turn every 60 miles on a globe, but you wouldn't notice a 1-degree turn every 60 miles on a flat Earth? Is my math off?
You would notice a curve.
What's that?
Oh, I was just saying that I love that he uses that point. You apparently won't feel the 1 degree of a turn every hour, but you would if you were pointing the nose down 1 degree every 60 miles or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a great point.
Yeah, if you were flying on a flat Earth, then you would have to constantly turn left or right, whether you're going east or west. So it would be about 1 degree per hour that you would be turning. And, you know, it's the same thing with the drop going around the globe Earth, you know, or 1 degree per minute or whatever it is. But somehow you will feel it if you're going around a drop, but not if you're turning.
Yeah.
That's flat Earth reasoning right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know how to reason. I mean, it's quote unquote reason. Anyhow.
Earth was a globe, the horizon would be dropping tangent to your feet vertically in every direction, and that's not what we observe.
I don't really know how to explain this. You should ask Nathan because he knows.
And you can measure that too. Line the railing up to the horizon.
You would notice it.
So that means that there is no gravity?
Yes, that means there's no gravity. It's an idea. So they say an idea is causing the entire universe things to fall down. It's just idea.
It's an idea. Gravity is an idea.
Drop the boot.
But to have an ego about
I love his face.
You know, like how silly. It's so silly. It's
What was that?
I love Reckless Ben's face there when he drops it.
Oh, yeah.
He just has this dumbfounded look on his face.
Did he just say what he
I think
said?
the best part of this entire documentary thing was when Reckless Ben and I can't think of the redheaded guy's name. Blake. When they were talking about how every one of their friends now just says the Nathan Thompson water does not, or water is always flat and level or whatever it is. Like they just always say that to each other now and then laugh.
Wow.
Water is always flat and level, guys.
Yeah.
Something I would also like to say about Reckless Ben, now that it's appropriate to talk about him again, is that his comedic timing and editing skills and just like, I don't know, it's on par with some of the best. I've laughed harder at Reckless Ben than I've laughed in a very long time.
Yeah. He really should. How many subs does he have now?
I think isn't he like approaching like 50K or something like that.
Oh, I was thinking he was getting close to 100K, but
that's what I
he should be at like 1 million by
He's at
now.
90K. He's at 90K. He is
Yeah,
literally
that's
90K.
Okay.
I don't know why I said 50K, but in my brain I was like, is it 100K? No, that's too much. But no.
He's right at 100.
He really deserves about 10 times as many as he has.
Oh, yeah.
And it was large bodies of water do not curve. That's what they kept yelling. The friends keep yelling at each other now because that's what Nathan always yells at kids.
He yells at children. Yells at children.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude? I'm dating a first grader.
Shut the fuck up, Nathan.
Scary bitch.
Scary bitch.
No, that's conspiracy.
We need to add
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, Nathan, to your
Well,
soundboard.
I keep
that every time.
I keep asking FTFB if he could give me a soundboard. He keeps on saying, "Oh yeah, I'll give it to you next time I get the chance."
Same. I needed his soundboard for a video on Nathan Thompson, and then his channel got nuked, and I didn't download any of the videos anyway. So I was like, oh, fuck it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I kept bothering Brainy Beaver to get the JM. What is it that he says? That Brainy always uses. I kept bugging him for that clip, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'll get it to you. Yeah, I'll get it to you." And then he, his ADD kicks in, and he'll talk to me for like an hour about stock trading or something.
Oh my god, he's a wild one to talk. He has 50 paragraphs written out before you can even type 2 words.
Yeah.
I have been on stream with Brainy, and I feel like Brainy is the type of person who like just sits there waiting by his phone, like, can I call someone and talk to them?
He's such a nice guy. He's a really good guy.
He really is. The first night I met him, he talked to me like I was an old friend and was trying to get to know more about me. And I was like, oh, hey, this is what friendliness is. I don't normally partake, but I mean, hi, friend. Hi, new friend.
And that's why we're all able to laugh at the way he acts. Because he is such a nice guy and he's friends with all of us.
Yeah. Talking about another nice guy. We got to get back to Nathan.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's not a
30
nice
more
guy.
seconds.
So it turns out Nathan is extremely paranoid all the time. He just assumes that everyone is out to get him.
But I just want to let you know, if you want to come down later, and you're legit, you're not like a little troll, you're invited to come hang out. That's how you do it right there.
It starts to make me think, if Nathan is this skeptical, is he going to catch on to us?
And that's the end of that video.
Well, spoiler alert, just in case anybody hasn't seen it, because why haven't you seen it yet? Yes, he does catch on, but no, he doesn't catch on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he catches on, but then they convince him that they're for real, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, you must be real."
And takes their word. Like, look, honestly, I'm not into it that much, but my mom and stuff is like a Wiccan, like a bunch of people in my family are, and they talk to me about the Fae all the time. And if there exists somebody with like inherent otherworldly abilities to talk people into shit that they should never be in, Reckless Ben's one of them.
Okay, instead of going to the wheel this time, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Not this one.
Let's do Tom Nathanson.
I was thinking either the story of a broken man, Nathan Crybaby Thompson, huge Vandals effect shout out.
Did you guys play the MC Tune video yet?
In his car home again.
Yeah, either Tom Nathanson or the MC Tune one.
Okay.
I just love the Tom Nathanson because that's him debating himself.
Yeah, we can do the Tom Nathanson.
and gentlemen, thrilled to have you here for this epic debate
But
as
I
we are
am
going
going to
toe to
turn the
toe
speed up.
today. Nathan Thompson and Tom Nathanson are sparring on this most important subject, and very excited. Want to let you know we're a nonpartisan channel, so we try to be as neutral as possible. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Nathanson has volunteered to go first. But before we do start the timer for him, I want to let you know both his link and Nathan's link I put in the description. So if you're like, I want more. Well, you can get more. Click on those links. They're waiting for you just down in that description box. So,
Flat Earth
very
and
excited,
Earth
folks.
flat.
Tom Nathanson, glad to have you here. Nathan Thompson, glad to have you here. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Happy to be here. Thanks, James. You're awesome. You know, I'm a big supporter. Guys, if you're listening and you haven't subscribed to the channel, I've been listening long enough to where I'm on Patreon. Because I want to keep
Oh my God.
Please don't interrupt me. So I'm going to go ahead and make a note here. Just asked you to interrupt me, so I'm going to go ahead and make a note.
I appreciate that
Well,
encouragement.
okay.
And we are stoked as we're
Okay, I can't do that because he talks so damn fast.
Tom Nathanson.
going to get the timer started for Tom. And so I have got 12 minutes. You don't have to use all of it. So if either of you...
I'm going to keep track of all the
Very excited for this. So ladies and
interrupted me
gentlemen, this could get pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, so gentlemen, the floor is all yours.
I'm going to take my science hammer, Nathan. In SpongeBob Imagination Fairy Tale Science, I've got a beat. You said that nobody. Please stop interrupting me. I'm going to go rotated under interruptions. Now, are you familiar with who Neil deGrasse Tyson is? I can't believe that you would ask me to give you evidence rotates under things. Now, not only do they just interrupt me again.
Let finish this point and then come right back.
Please, I'm going to count the interruptions.
Excellent.
So
painful
now
and
we're going to go
stupid.
from there is a Coriolis force, guys, and I want to point this out. And please, Nathan, don't interrupt me because I'm retarded. That's an insult.
The evidence that we're going to bring up. Go ahead.
This is one of the best videos he's ever put out.
Put this out. This is poops from space.
I really wish modern day debate was more like this.
Yeah.
Yes, I fucking can!
Tony, jeez. Love you, Tony.
I had to.
But of course, what I was going to say is because Nathan Thompson believes in SpongeBob Fairy Tale Imagination Land Science, he'll say things like the atmosphere moves with the Earth and the Earth doesn't rotate under things. Now, I already went over how if the atmosphere moves with the Earth...
He's demanding that the Earth moves underneath the atmosphere? What?
The atmosphere moves with the Earth, but the Earth moves under the atmosphere. That's his understanding of Coriolis.
I am so confused.
Trying to understand his, like, it doesn't, that's not how that, like, I've got.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Or,
You okay, Vegeta? Yes, just an aneurysm out of sheer stupidity. Wow.
Wow. Didn't know you were that stupid, Vegeta.
So unfortunately, this guy only has 2 videos on his channel. He has this one, and then he has Nathan Thompson debating Einstein.
Oh God! Why would you subject Einstein to Nathan? You know, if Nathan Thompson met Albert Einstein, he'd have probably been set back like 40 years on developing the theory of relativity.
Yeah.
He'd just be like
Einstein sitting there just staring blankly with blood running out of his ear.
I think it could be beneficial. I think if Einstein and Thompson sat down, Einstein would have to try to come up with a way of time travel, and we'd be doing that by now.
Point.
Einstein would be like, "Yep, nope, not this time. We're getting to somewhere where people like this don't exist, so I can do some real work."
This would be Einstein's. This would be Einstein's reaction.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
No. I don't think Einstein would laugh. I think he would go into an existential crisis. He would sit there and he would stare at a wall for like 20 hours. and just like my life's
Okay,
better.
so you're saying
And
this?
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, imagine how much smarter Einstein is than most people, and how he must have felt. How he must have felt just talking to normal people and trying to explain things. That's how we feel when we try to talk to flat earthers.
Yeah.
So imagine
We're
how
just, fairly normal IQ, but they're just so stupid that it hurts our brains trying to comprehend what they're saying.
Lots of echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
Echo?
Yeah, the echo's gotten really bad again. And looks like you're back in the red, Chrismer.
That's why then.
Now you're back in yellow.
You need to feed the hamsters that are making your internet run. They're slowing down, man.
Yeah.
Well, he's not on his normal internet tonight, and I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
They're running out of flurfs to keep it powered.
I'm running on Florida internet, not South Carolina internet.
You know how some villains make their weapons run off of insanely rare things like diamonds and stuff like that? I had to go even rarer than that. Mine runs off of Flurf brain cells, and
So, in other words, it doesn't run.
yeah. I haven't tested it out because I still haven't found any fuel, but we're gonna figure it out
one day.
It's like dark matter, still trying to find it.
All right, back to this insane video.
Another rotated under a field goal. So SpongeBob, imagination, fairy tale, science to the head. Please stop interrupting me. I'm going to go with 4 interruptions, and you will agree the Earth does not rotate under hot air balloons, airplanes. I'll agree, Nathan. I appreciate the concession. It looks like we're getting. So now we're going to go from how if the atmosphere moves with the Earth, it would have to.
I like how true to form this is with James just being completely silent while this is happening. That's completely true to form.
So something can I say that James, he's really good at letting the debaters just handle themselves, like I feel like if he was more hands-on, a lot of people would be like, oh, you didn't even let him finish, blah 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 blah. So he's trying to be because he does sometimes interrupt, especially if somebody keeps constantly cutting their opponent off. But
yeah.
I don't know. I enjoy James's channel.
James is awesome. James, I'm not saying anything bad about James. He's awesome guy. But he needs to know better how to moderate.
Yeah, sometimes he just takes too much of a hands-off approach.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I just wanted you guys to know, like, I like James.
I like James.
I'm just saying I wouldn't change anything about it. The only thing I would change is I would get more interruptive Wilberthers like FTFE, and like I would want dumpster fires every single night.
Yeah.
Well, FTFE has a debate coming up on Modern Day Debates next week, I think.
Is that the one he's gonna try to use the soundboard for?
I don't know if it'll be ready by then.
I don't know. I can't wait for that one.
On March 13th. So I guess next weekend.
Yeah. From Tuesday.
FTFE versus Iger TV. Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I can't.
It's been around for a while, yeah.
So, Tom Nathanson.
Yeah.
Increase in velocity. Not only that, but we have jet streams moving 200 and 300 miles an hour east. Sometimes they're moving 200 and 300 miles an hour west, which means they would be outpacing the speed of the Earth with this increase in velocity that we don't experience. So Nathan will admit that Earth does not rotate under things. I'll agree, Tom. I appreciate the concession. It looks like we're getting I'm in the middle of talking. I want this to be very clear because, and please don't interrupt me. Nathan, you asked me if I want to see it. I'm going to explain. Yes, I do want to see it. So I know you want me to take my clothes off, Fairy Tale, be doing that on air for James. Can I speak
This
now?
is just a
I'm interrupting
clusterfuck.
out the interruptions. The moderator's not helping me on there.
This is just a clusterfuck.
Yes, of course. So it's the second law of thermodynamics. All right, so all I want to know is why large bodies of water do not create the Earth's surface. Another interruption. We're going to go with 8 on the board. Thank you very much, Tom. So your explanation for the reason why large bodies of water don't appear to curve is because Earth's real big. 9th interruption. I don't need a couple minutes to explain the second law of thermodynamics.
He didn't say large body of waters do not curve, just then. He said they don't appear to curve. That, was that a concession?
Because,
You
I
done
mean-
screwed up now, Tom Nathanson.
Yep, Tom Nathan done screwed up Tom Nathanson.
Yeah, I was gonna say we really backed Nathan into a corner, but we can't blame Nathan for what Tom Nathanson says.
Yeah.
Obviously, two different people.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, they don't look a thing alike. And, I mean, they don't at all have this ugly ass beard that, completely doesn't look good on him.
Look, man,
Same
it's
mannerisms,
weird
same
because
same idiocies.
Yeah. Just different face.
They have totally different SpongeBob's and hammers with science written on them.
And completely different windows in the back there. I mean, that one on the right is completely backwards. I mean, if you try to read it, it's backwards.
Can I
mean,
just say something about the SpongeBob and the hammer? Who in their right mind looks at Kent Hovind and is like, yeah, I want to emulate that?
I can think of 2 people. One is Nathan Thompson, and the other is Tom Nathanson.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to it.
I appreciate you giving me that, but the most famous scientist I'm going to run with world. So because Nathan leaves,
And that beard does not look good on him, but just saying. Anyway, makes him look like an ape, literally.
believes in SpongeBob, Fairy Tale, imagination, science. I've got to beat him over the head with the science hammer for about 4 or 5 now, telling him that if you have your hand and you put it on a hot stove, you will get burned in all directions, not down. So, I'd like to be able to speak uninterrupted while I cover your 10th point, which was Polaris. That's the 10th interruption. And then, James, I think Nathan can rebut to what I say because then we can just move on. I'm still talking. James, I'm going to have to ask you to step in. You asked me as a favor to come on your channel. I've counted 10 interruptions already.
I love how James like like the most ineffectual, just the most ineffectual debate moderator ever.
And I won't do another 10. I'll leave.
What we'll do is maybe a few minutes. I think this is what we did. We'll give maybe a few minutes on each side and just flip back and forth. So, Nathan, if you do want to go, Tom Nathanson, if you can do us a favor, we'll let Nathan go for promise. We'll come right back to you, and same thing where Nathan won't be able to interrupt you.
Excellent. So Polaris means pole star.
We'll give maybe a few minutes on each side and just flip back and forth. So, Nathan, if you do want to go.
Excellent. So, thank you so much, James, for moderating that. So, the second law of thermodynamics is entropy, ladies and gentlemen. If you have an above a hot stove and you touch the hot stove, heat will transfer from the hot stove into your rapidly. It's hot. You're not letting the cold in, you're letting the heat out, and that's being replaced by a lack of a high pressure system, a lack of heat, so you experience cold. And now you can't have the tire, a tire. Now I'll just ask one simple question and end on this.
What was that?
Heat on a stove is not a high pressure system, though.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Wait.
think
Are
you
you
could
saying that
have-
Nathan Thompson is wrong?
I'm saying that Nathan has less understanding of the laws of thermodynamics than someone who has never heard the laws of thermodynamics.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm saying
just-
I'm not saying he's not wrong. I'm not saying he's
I
not,
just
not
do what-
wrong.
He's so wrong that he's not even wrong anymore.
Yeah.
I want to say this is coming from somebody who has probably just a little more knowledge of thermodynamics than Nathan, because I'm next to ignorant. But I cannot, still to this day, can't believe that the same person who says that moonlight is cold wants to talk about violating the laws of thermodynamics. Like, you're talking about cold light and the laws of thermodynamics. Pick one of those.
Well,
one of those is wrong, and one of those has been tested over and over.
Well, in the same debate, he even said that the moon was plasma and the moon was imaginary. So it's plasminary.
Plasminary? Plasma-imaginary? Plasma-imaginary.
Yeah, wasn't that the R and Raw
It
debate?
was.
where he did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I almost felt bad for Oren.
No,
Yeah, I almost felt bad for him until he made the sensible decision and left the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "Give me these two things." Nathan gives him one and then says that he doesn't go by the one. And he's
Right.
like, "So you gave me nothing. I'm out."
Yeah.
But you look also later in that series, and he holds up one of those like snow globe flat earth things. So he's like, "I don't have a model. I don't have one." And then he holds it up later in the show.
A literal model.
Yeah.
You know, something they mentioned a while back, but I'm pretty sure he declined, is Nathan wanted to debate Kent Hovind on this. And
Yeah.
I really like to see that. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure Kent
yeah.
did. I would have loved to see that.
That will definitely make my ears bleed.
Yeah, I just, could you imagine them both calling each other scientifically illiterate? In that case,
curves.
Water, large bodies of water do curve. If there wasn't large bodies of curved water, how could Moses have not seen, Noah have seen the first hill over the curve of the water?
The water.
Moses proves water can bend as he parted the sea. Water.
Water.
Moses
What you
proved
just
that
said.
water is not flat and level when he parted the Red Sea.
Excuse me. The fuck did you just say?
And then I'd be like, wait. See, that's a debate where nobody is rooting for anybody. We just came to watch.
Yeah.
I just want to see
Watch
this.
the world burn.
Yep.
It's like watching two hobos fight. I didn't expect to see this. I don't hope either of them win, but God, this is entertaining.
One thing I've always wanted to ask Nathan.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I honestly think that Nathan doesn't understand that he's lying.
Yeah.
Look, I stand by the belief that you are allowed to be wrong once. Once you are corrected on something that you're wrong about, if you continue to say the thing you've been corrected on, you are lying.
Bottom
That is a
line,
lie.
it's not gonna happen.
And Nathan has been corrected too many times to not say he's doing anything other than lying to others and himself.
Well, it's the whole flat earth trope where they just try to decide what things mean. No matter how many times you tell them that's wrong, this is how it really works. You're like, no, that's not how it works. It's how we say it works.
Right.
Like, perspective.
perspective, gravity, buoyancy, density, lots of
No matter
thermal.
how many
No.
times
The most important one.
This gas doesn't have one, does it? Anything. Oh, you're assuming gas go down, go boom, boom, my friend.
Gas go down, go boom, boom. Gas go down, go boom,
boom.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody send me that.
I'll send it to you after the stream. I'll send it after the stream. It's good.
Listen to that.
It's hilarious. It's good. Anyhow, let's go ahead and we've only got a couple more minutes here, like 3 minutes. Yeah. Let's go ahead and finish this off.
Gas pressure around a tire rim without a tire. Chase the sun in orbit 66,600, pay attention. Could a tire rim, and I'll try and be very clear and concise for you, have gas pressure without a tire? I've asked NASA employees, and they ask me if I believe in stuff. We don't need to talk about the B word, so I hope that's a clear and concise explanation of proof. We are on a SpongeBob cartoon spinning globe. Do you want to go ahead and elaborate for the audience on why you think this container proves you can have gas pressure without a container? I'm happy to address your point. It's called perspective. Everything above your head, as it moves away from you, will move towards the apparent horizon based on conditions, atmospheric conditions, because we live in a closed.
It is so draining listening to both of them.
Yeah, I think we're about done with this one.
Yeah.
So we've been going for a little over 2 hours, but there is one more video that I think we should watch, and that's the MC Tune one.
That's our Seaman. There we go.
That one.
It's fast.
In this video.
It's a little bit long, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was in this video.
Oh, I remember this.
I come to you today with a heavy heart and an anti-buoyant bosom. I saw news today of the most serious kind. Our good friend and lover of science has a Facebook group that was stricken down in the prime of its youth with 130,000 or 140,000 or 120,000. Don't know. The number jumped around a lot. Members. It was a bastion of science and a true understanding of how to do science by a man who has impeccable, well, nothing really, but he has
impeccable.
Well,
nothing really, but
He has an impeccable 8 shower head.
His love of freedom of expression and his distaste for any type of censorship is second to none. That's right. Nathan Thompson's Facebook group, the Flat Earth and Globe Discussion something, was shut down today. So, I reached out to some friends to give their heartfelt and sorrowful responses to this. So, here we have people from all around the globe pouring their hearts out in support.
Well, let's see here. What's in the news today?
Gee.
I love how he just slaps his keyboard.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, that's how many times?
I love Punchies.
En français.
Hey, computer. It says here that Nathan Thompson's Facebook group got taken down.
The computer's laughing. Even got this engineer.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's
Six.
Adam Sandler. George.
Slurp mode.
Now come to part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready!
He's just got that Nigel after her.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Megan, guess what?
That's right. It's important to keep a somber tone at an occasion like this. And I want to point out how much Nathan supported freedom of expression on his group. He never wanted to block anybody. He never would. He wouldn't consider blocking anybody ever.
We do have 24,000 people on our block list.
He wanted nothing more than to just let people speak and be heard. He has a new group. I'm sure he'll let everyone in. I have applied positive. He'll let me. He wants people to see, to come in and to communicate freely and openly. So that's why we have the reaction that we do to his group getting shut down.
Love that name, by the way. Eileen Dover.
Love it.
Oh, and she's a great person.
Oh,
too.
dear me.
I've talked to her on Facebook. She's amazing.
Okay. Spit take. Definitely a spit take.
We do have 24,000 people on our block list.
Hi guys, I'm getting like a lot of messages. We didn't block anyone from the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion. We got 140,000 members in there learning the truth. The group was just deleted a few minutes ago. So I'm getting all kinds of people messaging me saying, why am I banned? Why am I banned? Nobody's banned.
We do have 24,000 people on our block list.
The group disappeared.
Poor Natalie losing his Facebook group. How's he gonna do his intro now?
Nathan Thompson's Facebook group just got deleted.
I don't believe in Kate.
Punchy. I love this video. It's been too long since I watched it again.
I only have 2 days to live. Okay, thank you. This is the saddest day of my life.
See what's going on in internet land. New message from Nathan Thompson. I haven't heard from Natalie in a while. Let's see what's going on. They deleted the official Flat Earth group. Well done. Just when I thought your life couldn't get any more pathetic, this happens. Oh my god.
Oh, Schrodinger's cat. Oh, Schrodinger's cat. You have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no idea how pathetic Natalie's is about it.
Oh. Good. Wet term. You know, I asked Punchy to be here, but he said he couldn't show.
What was I laughing at again? Oh yeah, Nathan Thompson's Facebook page got taken down.
Switch over.
let's continue our somber tone and have a moment of silence for this seminal Facebook group.
Nathan Thompson's Facebook
Amen.
So it is with all the best hope and intentions that we will see you on your new group, Nathan, discussing and having a lively back and forth with your love of free and open discussion. So with that, Nathan, good luck and Godspeed.
And that's it.
That's beautiful.
That's it.
I love how we have so many of the people that were in that video in this show
right,
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Go ahead.
yeah, we've been going for about 2.5 hours now, so I think it's a good time to wrap up. As much as we'd love.
I believe so. We'll go around the table.
Next week we can cover the last of them.
Yeah. We can take them until next year.
Yeah,
and
there
do
we
the
go.
rest.
There we go. Let's
Because
wait
this
until
will
next
be an
year.
annual thing now.
First Saturday in
Shit,
March.
Thompson week. All right, so I'm just going to go down the list. Renee Name, thanks for coming.
Quite welcome. Glad to be here.
Awesome. Forno Raisin.
Hello. It was wonderful being here.
Always good to have you. Skydiver Tanner.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for providing me nightmares tonight.
Well, at least you can laugh about Nathan's Facebook group getting deleted.
That is true.
And the George said.
Thank you guys for having me, and if you guys want to see more of me, come up with Globers and Goblins, where me, Christopher, FTFE, and everybody
Fuck yeah.
play D&D, learn what hashtag, and
Hashtag
keep a lookout because a certain moment of our campaign might be getting animated soon. So just keep an eye
I
out
bet
for
it's
that.
when they threw the dwarf.
It might have something to do with a dwarf being thrown.
Okay, who's next? Factard.
Hey, thanks for having me here. I haven't laughed this hard since Cookies and Biscuits stream this morning. That was pretty funny.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Awesome, good to have you. And Chrismer.
Yeah, I'm just what? I think I just
Chill
woke up from a
Globers and
nightmare.
Goblins again.
I think I woke up from a nightmare. We were talking about Nathan Thompson.
Who?
Who? Yeah, I know, right? I've never heard this name before now, so I mean.
I'm
But
very disappointed that he didn't show up in chat. I was
Yeah.
really hoping he would.
He's probably
yeah,
off getting drunk and feeding his dog a salad or something.
Remember remember Gloves and Goblins, we do every other Monday, so you know. It's got me, the Jord, Vishanti, and Craig from Flat Earth. So yeah.
And neither of us mentioned the wonderful DM, the one and only
The Batch. Yes, the Batch is awesome. He's the best DM ever, and I'm personally going to write to the President of the United States to open up a new
branch of government.
New branch of government is called the D&D, and the Batch will be heading the D&D branch of government. They basically, set the rules for all D&D games.
I wonder if that's the third branch that Rick Perry couldn't remember that he
That's
wanted
probably.
to get
That's probably it.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
But yeah, tune in to Goblin Goblins. Remember to tune in there, and yeah.
Everyone go check Globers and Goblins out, and check out the channels that we featured tonight, especially Hoops from Space, which did the Nathan Thompson versus Tom Nathanson.
Flat Smack.
And Flat Smack. That's another lesser known. Of course,
Yeah.
Irish Demon, MC Toon.
Reckless Ben, but he
Reckless
doesn't
Ben.
Yeah,
need
Reckless
any help
Ben.
now.
And there were several that we didn't get to, but most people know all of these creators anyway. I'm Quiddy Sprinkler. We are NASA Bunker 33. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
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 Later, y'all.
Keep smiling.
See you.